folks, it's your girl, Lexi Mahari, and I am back with another episode of Buzzworthy Chit Chat, where I like to share my opinion on the latest pop culture news, current events, and so much more. Of course, the more entailing reality TV reviews and scripted television reviews. So listen, folks, Dr. Heavenly, as she always does, provides her review of each episode of Married to Medicine. Although she says that she did not watch this past week's episode of Married to Medicine, she is setting the record straight when it comes to what it is she said about Quad allegedly sleeping with married men. You might recall during the episode, there was a point in time where she and Anila sat down for a lunch that took place after the Heavenly intervention. And so there was a conversation that took place between Heavenly and Anila that was a little bit eyebrow raising and concerning. As I told you, it gave me a throwback to Phaedra. However, I also said that I was really concerned that maybe there was some editing involved and that, we would maybe get the real story later. Well, needless to say, Heavenly has indicated that Quad was quite upset with her and proceeded to call her to give her a piece of her mind. And I'm, obviously censoring what exactly was said. But Quad was obviously very upset if you saw the episode, because there was a lot of things alluded to, and Quad indicated that if Heavenly said anything more bad about her, that she would have to, quote, forego the relationship, her friendship with Heavenly. Now, Dr. Heavenly is setting the record straight in her review this week and clarifying that there was definitely some editing going on, and that she was actually relaying a rumor that Mariah Huq allegedly put out there in earlier seasons about Quad. Which makes sense, because if you remember during one of the moments that it was just the mic, they bleeped out the individual's name, and it was definitely a female. And I, of course, wondered about who the she was. So this is what Dr. Heavenly is saying. And here's what she wanted to ensure that her fans helped to convey to the masses as relates to whether or not Quad is having affairs with married men.
I don't know who Quad's sleeping with. Quad is very secretive. I don't know who she's sleeping with. But my own thing is, I've never known her to sleep with a married man. That's a lie, and that's a trick of the camera. And bravo, y'all, some bestie brother Tuckers for putting that out there. That is my friend. Y'all, Heavenly's Angels, I need y'all to go out there and say, Quad does not sleep with married men. Don't do it. Y'all not gonna put that out there on her.
So there you have it. I mean, that is pretty doggone shady of the editors and producers if that is, the approach they are taking with the reality show itself. It's supposed to be reality television. And so if they are truly manipulating it in the way that Heavenly has identified, they are in essence creating their own script and taking away the authenticity of reality television, right? One of the things that we've liked about reality television over the years has been some of the authentic moments that come through. Now, clearly, in this situation, they took some truth, right, that Heavenly said, and that Heavenly was repeating something allegedly that Mariah Huq said to her or to others in earlier seasons, and she was telling it. But, of course, they conveniently took out Mariah's name, and understandably so, given that they had been allegedly in some type of settlement with her at the time. It's interesting they would have left that in at all, right, if Heavenly is going to come back out and say who said it, right? So, there's that. But they left that line in so that we could, as viewers, be led to believe that Heavenly was, in fact, perpetuating the rumor. Now, she still repeated it to Anila, so that in and of itself is still probably bad, per se, right, on the friend front. However, the Bravo editors and or producers still created this story that they didn't need to create. But what are your thoughts about Heavenly's revelation that there was some trickery going on in the editing room? I want to hear your thoughts, or I want to read your thoughts. Put them down below in the comments, and I'll catch you in the next video.